Hi, thanks for joining us again in an exploration of my cabinet of curiosities. I've got Sheila with me.
What are we going to find today?
What are we going to find? So the cabinet is full of pieces going back, samples and garments and wools and all sorts of things going back 42 years. And today I'm just going to grab a drawer and see what's in it.
See what happens.
Right.
Yeah. Go for it then.
Go for it.
Go for it.
Okay, well I'm just going to go.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Ooh.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
So this is drawer 3. So third row. 1, 2, 3, 4. Third row and 5 up.
Oh, there is a full garment in here. So, wow.
There's a full garment and
this is
some samples.
It's a tashi jacket. So,
I have one of these at home.
There's quite a story behind this.
Yes.
And I think this one was knitted more recently.
Well, it's using the lamb's wool. It's using both the DK and Aran Lalland.
Yeah.
So it is a more recent knit.
Yeah.
Although if I just go and grab the Shorelines book die, you will see that the colours are not a million miles from what you originally knitted in your lovely Rowan Scottish tweed.
Yeah. Gosh, this design goes right the way back to just before my son was born. I travelled to Ladakh in northern India on the border with Tibet, and this jacket is named after a wee girl that I met on my travels, because literally we were up at altitude, up to 14,000 feet, travelling with rucksacks, my knitting in a little rucksack in front, knitting away presents to give to people. And on the path, which was like a 2-day trek, in one of the wildest, most remote places in the world, we met this little girl, Tashi, coming back from school, and she invited us. She said, "Come and meet my parents, come and stay with us." And we'd been camping a little tent, so we went and spent the night with her mum and dad in this beautiful village. Quite extraordinary. And I knitted her, I had a hat that I'd been making and I gave it to her. So we were near a Gompa, which is a monastery called Alchi, and it's in a valley bottom in Ladakh. It's the only monastery next to the river Indus. The rest are all up on cliffs and on top of kind of mountains and whatever. And in there were some amazing paintings and actual sculptures of Buddha. And this pattern came from one of those. And Alchi was built in the 11th century, 12th century, and decorated by Kashmiri craftsmen and painters and tanka painters. So it's like a key pattern you would see.
It's the most amazing pattern to knit. I've knitted it a couple of times and I absolutely love how it all works together.
How they all join together.
And the 5 stitches and the 5 rows,
yes.
I think is just amazing. But
yeah, That's the original.
This is the original from Dye's Shorelines book, and
2005.
2005. Yes. Yeah.
With my lovely friend Wendy wearing it.
Yeah.
The
first time I found this book in St Andrews, before I knew you, I thought this was the best knitting book I had ever come across, because I so love the designs and the colour, and being a colour knitter, I just thought it was amazing.
Yeah, the book is full of colour work. Even a 2-colour Gansey, which is quite interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it has poetry from a local poet who's sadly not with us anymore, Brian Johnston. And interestingly, I was allowed to design and make the book myself, which was very rare.
Mm.
And it's when I developed the Rowan Scottish Tweed with a mill Carloway up in Lewis, and developed 42 colours, 4 weights of yarn from 4-ply, DK, Aran, and Chunky, and also in the book showed how you could use 2 4-plies to make a DK, 2 DKs to make an Aran,
which is what we do all the time now, without even thinking about it
all the time.
Yeah.
And the colours obviously came from the dye book from the mill, which was ancient. I had 621 colours to choose from, so I chose 42.
Goodness, where do you start?
Anyway, that's many years ago. So the Tashi is a classic intarsia knit.
Yes.
Really. And
very much so. Very much so. And although one of the things I particularly love about the Tashi is that it is originally, and in the charts and in the book, it is originally designed in 4 colours.
Yeah.
But actually,
I've done it in 8.
You can do it in 8,
10.
You can
just
play about with however many colours you have,
and texture.
And so I've actually got in my Tashi at home, I've got a bit of mohair in. I've got everything from a very Scottish tweedy thing to mohair to all sorts.
Yeah, and you can
all sorts.
So it's a great stash buster, actually, the pattern.
Yeah.
And I knitted a lot of these for individuals over the years, matching to their colours ways, to what suited them, to what their clothes.
I mean, mine, you won't be surprised to know, has got blues and greens and a wee bit of purple in it. Lovely sort of turquoises and soft greens and things.
Mm-hmm.
And I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Actually,
yeah, I was just about to say.
Actually, my favourite stolen sweater, because you're never getting it back, obviously, is also a design from that very book, isn't it?
Well, the jazz jacket.
The jazz jacket is in the book, and this is a jumper version. Yeah. And I like to say to people that it's after a very busy life, it's now living in happy retirement with me because it has been worn on boats, on bicycles, on everything.
Yeah. Cycled round Ireland in it.
Yeah. Well, it's not going to do anything like that when I have guardianship of it. I just love it.
Actually, yeah. I mean,
but how old is this one?
87.
Right.
So it came from listening to Miles Davis, Kind of Blue. Mm. So it's all about how, for me, music can sometimes look like colours and shapes.
Yes, well, sharps and flats and things like that. Yes, obviously.
And it's so off beats and all of that. Yeah. And I love jazz. I love the kind of... Actually, jazz really inspires a lot of the way that I think about knit, in that, great jazz musicians take a theme and then they start
they riff. they develop it.
play with it.
Yeah.
Take it off in another direction, bring it back.
Yeah.
Actually, a lot of my work is like that, and that is signified. But it's in the shape of a fisherman's smock, because I was living on Skye then.
It's got these. I mean,
the
one
cuffs.
of the
I
things,
love the cuffs.
I love the cuffs.
The cuffs
I
were a bit
love the
special,
cuffs,
actually.
which have got these beautiful little half diamonds and little cables.
And they're sweet. Oh, I love them
Very
too.
sweet.
Yeah.
Very, very sweet. It is quite even for someone that loves knitting, and I didn't knit this one, obviously, because you must have knitted
it. It's the first one. Yeah.
You knitted it.
In Rowan Magpie Aran. Who remembers that?
Wow.
With a little bit of the very original, the orange tweed is the very original Rowan spun tweed that was produced by Rowan in their very first year as a company.
Gosh, so this is quite a classic. Well, I will continue to take good care of this heirloom piece.
Yeah, because that is quite rare. And then the bright tweed was something they brought out just a little bit later. So those were obviously all spun in Yorkshire when there was still a spinnery that they were using. So so this is, I mean, that is iconic. The Rowan spun Aran was absolutely iconic. Singles yarn with lots of lovely flecks of colour coming through.
Yeah.
And this is what I kind of call knit weave, because it's not intarsia. You might knit it as intarsia.
I might.
Sheila, you would knit it as intarsia, but I knit it.
But you knit it as a weave. You strand
weave
every stitch.
On this one, I strand every single stitch.
Yes. So
I'm swapping.
Very much.
So it becomes like a
woven
thick, waterproof, windproof, waterproof fabric.
I don't know if that's visible or not, how it's stranded. But
I love knit
because the background colour
is
intersperses everywhere, and it's continuously carried across every stitch.
And notice that there are 5 colours in it. So you've got, and this I work like this quite a lot. You've got your background colour. It's a little bit like stained glass. So, and you've got
exactly
the 2 teals, the darker and the lighter. You've got the duller, madder colour, and then the brighter orange. So everything is interplaying with each other. And then the very bright tweed in the turquoises, a little bit of pink and everything, that's thrown in very small amounts.
Yes. Just
for one little bit of dark navy.
Just for effect.
Because you always put a mistake in a garment when you're designing it.
Insider information.
I know it's mine, and I know I knitted it.
Because
it's not in the pattern.
No.
It's in the original. It's a little signature, really.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, I will continue to treasure it.
It looks great.
It does. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, it does look great.
Absolutely love it. Yeah.
It's had quite a lot of adventures, that sweater.
Well, I know, but it's having a happy and calm retirement now with me, because I feel that's what it deserves.
It does deserve that.
Yeah. I'm not taking it out in any boats.
No.
Plenty of nice walks on the beach with the dogs.
Well, walks on the beach, perfect.
That's okay.
Because it's windproof.
That's okay. Yeah.
Well, anyway, thank you so much for joining us for that rather.
Well, it's stories from shorelines. I was going to say songlines. That's another design.
Yeah,
it's stories from shorelines, which is
and from a particular period.
Such a beautiful book
of my life.
Yes,
and some really, and the intarsia, the knit weave, which I particularly love, the colour work, very much a favourite and passionate. And if you can get hold, quite a lot of people recently have been buying shorelines online. And absolutely loving it. And I know people are knitting the tashi from it. And there's a lovely design, the Caspian. It's well worth having a look.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you once again.
And see you next time.
See you next time.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah.